Hey guys, how's it going? It's Amanda. So today we're going to be looking at the new iPhone XS and XS Max cases from RhinoShield. Now, if you don't have the XS or XS Max, or maybe you have a different device, go ahead and check their website because they have so many offerings for so many different devices. And also they sent me a coupon code over for 20% off, so you can use the code AmandaW and save 20% off your purchase for the next 2 weeks. Then it drops down to 20% after that. So I have so many different things to cover here, guys. This is going to take a little while, but I'm going to try to show everything the best I can. Now, the first thing they have is the SolidSuit. Now, this is like your basic, regular, normal style case. There are some things you can customize on it, and I'll show you guys that in just a moment. But you got 11-foot drop protection, and it's a very thin and lightweight material. And since I have so much to cover today, I'm not going to be doing a drop test, but I've done several drop tests on their cases in the past, so you can check over on my channel and watch those. You can see these hold up really well, and I highly suggest these cases year after year because I really love them, and they just keep getting better. As I mentioned, the SolidSuit is kind of like your normal style cases. There are some differences which we'll look at, but it just snaps on in one piece. This is a clean, white, classy look, and if you want to give a little edge to it, they have a carbon fiber, which looks really nice. Just check out the texture and the way the light hits that. And then there's this wooden back, which they have a light and dark option, and last year I rocked this almost all year on my iPhone X. It doesn't matter which option you have on the outside, the inside of your case is all going to be covered in this honeycomb pattern, and that's going to help absorb and dissipate any drops and shocks you get. If just making awesome cases wasn't enough, they also create lenses, and this has gotten even better than last year. Last year you had to screw it in. Now you just line it up, and I think this is like a quarter turn here, and boom, you are ready to start shooting pictures. This is the wide angle lens, which we'll look at those a little bit better, but also you can customize the buttons with any of these cases as well. So maybe you want a white case with that pixel style colored button, you can add a color to your button, and that works with any of these cases that we'll look at. They all have swappable buttons. And the customizations just keep going. They have so many different options. You really can find something for everybody here. So the next ones we're going to look at are a bumper style. We have the CrashGuard NX, which has the frame and buttons, a rim, and a back skin. So it's open on the back, but you do have that skin to protect the glass on the back of your phone. Now they also have the Mod NX, which gives you a little more protection. It's got the frame, the buttons, the rim, and the back plate. And the back plate is clear, so you do not see it. It still looks like a bumper. They both are rated for 11-foot drop protection as well, but I feel a little more safer with that back plate on there. So here is what the bumper itself looks like. It's a nice thin material, and if we look on the inside and inspect it a little closer, you can see it still has that same honeycomb pattern to protect your device. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the packages. This is the Mod NX, and here you have your bumper. And if we set that aside, there's this piece of plastic, and you might miss it, but the back plate is clear and the plastic over it is clear. So we'll have a little protective skin on here. Just you got to remove that, just protecting it during shipping from any kind of scratches. And then you have your bumper, and you don't really see it, but there is the rim there as well. Now, if you get a red one, it comes with a red bumper. If you want to take it a step further, you can add on a different color, and I think it's only like $4.99. And after going through and trying to build one myself, I believe you can choose one of the colored back plates with your case. You don't have to use the clear one, but you can also add them on either way. If you do want to pick up the camera lens add-on, you will have to have some sort of back plate. It won't work with the skin, because how you do this is there's this little teeny tiny adapter, and it just slips into the hole of where your cutout is for your camera on the back of this back plate. And this little adapter ships with the lens. So here's the two options you have. You have the 4K HD wide plus macro, and it comes in at $64.98, and I assume it's just gonna have better optics. Then if you wanna save a little money, for $29.98, they have the wide plus macro. We're going to take a look at the 4K version. So this is the basically $65 version of the lens, and it comes with a lens cap on there that just slips on really easily. And you've got RhinoShield high def 0.62 times wide angle lens. And then if you look underneath that, you can see it says macro. They do screw apart. And as mentioned, this is much easier to install on your phone. It's very quick, where last year it took screwing a lot more. Now it just lines up and snaps into place really quick and lets you shoot really quick. So definitely a good job on them on doing that. So here is what the wide angle looks like. You can see the edges of the table, and if I pop it off real quick, you can see how much that draws in. It kind of went out of focus, but you can definitely see that it closes out a lot of the edges there. To access the macro function, you will have to separate the two of these, and it just unscrews. Very easy to do. It lines up really easily now, so that has definitely been improved as well. I really like the changes they've made here, so that's what it looks like on the macro side. I'll go ahead and place that on the case here, and if you look just at my hands, I have to get really close, but here you can see the fingerprints on my palms here. Really clear, very nice, and if we pull it off and look, you can't even get close to my hands and see anything. Like, it just will not focus anywhere near that. So really good job there. Here are some pictures I took. This is with the natural iPhone camera lens. You can see just how much of the edges are captured there, and then there with the wide angle lens. And then again, I took another one with the macro lens, and you can just see all these little teeny tiny things on this leaf here. Really nice details there. Well guys, that pretty much covers all the different customizations and designs and styles, and there was a lot to cover, so I hope I explained everything enough and you guys understand all the different options you guys have here, whether you want to go crazy or just keep it very nice and simple. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to use the code AmandaW to save 20%, and I'll see you guys in the next one.